So today's going to be a fun one. I'm going to tell you guys about the first Lolita purse I ever made. If you're wondering, no, I have not made Lolita shoes yet. If I could cobble, I already probably would have made Lolita shoes. So with anything Lolita related, I definitely at least tried to make it. So I made this probably about 4 years ago after I went to one of my first conventions with some friends, and I saw an Evil Life bag and I really liked it. This is back when I thought I was a sweet Lolita. I kind of learned that I love like sweet J fashion, but not sweet Lolita. I'm actually more of a classic gothic Lolita. So this bag kind of became obsolete for me, but it was a learning experience, that is for sure. I had some old red pleather from a cosplay that I made for a friend, and I thought, this can't be that hard. It's just a purse, right? Not only was it extremely painstakingly difficult, but it didn't really hold up in terms of like with my wardrobe or with time at all. So this is the bag. It's not that bad, to be honest. It got a little bit bent when I had it in my closet, unfortunately. But it's just the subtle details about it that make it kind of hard to have it hold up with time. So I'm just gonna show it to you first. It has like little hearts on the sides. You know, I did try. I put a little back pocket here. It actually is puffy too. And then there's the inside. And I put a little Truly Darling tag in there because I thought, hey, if this isn't too hard, maybe I'll make some to sell. But this thing took me like 10 hours to make. So no one's gonna want something that takes 10 hours to make that looks like this. Like, it was fun as a personal project to kind of figure out how to do it. But basically what I did was I cut out a heart shape out of cardboard, and then I used Mod Podge and I glued down some puffy stuffing to it. Then I used some interfacing and I lined this bow, and then this got sewn on in a really weird way. I think I actually cut little holes and then I wrapped this around, and then that's how I did it. The thing I am proud of is that I did do some nice finishing seams on all of this, even with the pocket on the inside. The thing that was really hard was wrapping the inner fabric as well as this outer pleather around the cardboard. So what I had to do was I originally taped it down, and then I had to sew over that, and that was just a nightmare for my poor sewing machine, because some of it was hitting this cardboard. So my sewing machine would stop up, especially right here, you know? And as you can tell, it's kind of puckering or it would kind of pinch right here because my sewing machine's not made to sew purses. I actually watched a video later that shows how sometimes like shoes or purses are made, and they have a special kind of sewing machine that allows you to turn 360. But this didn't, you know, because I have a sewing machine that's not made for that. So I couldn't turn my bag 360 as I was sewing it. The other thing that's really complicated is whenever you make a fully lined purse or tote bag or anything like that, is you have to typically turn part of the bag like inside out on top of itself. I don't know how else to describe it, but you basically have to kind of turn the entire bag inside out, sew the whole thing, then turn it right side in, and then do like finishing stitches, and like you have to pull the whole bag through like a really small hole. So what I did was the full bag was sewn except for this top. That's why the bottom looks a lot better. Like the edges don't look that bad. Everything was sewn in pieces except for this top. So the whole top part was open. That way I could just slip the cardboard in through the top when I was done. So the bag could stay soft and malleable to sew the whole time until I got to that last little bit where I shoved the cardboard in and I would sew the top edges. This was painstaking to make. I don't recommend it. The other thing that was not that great about this bag was the strap. Now I did model it after a lot of bag straps I've seen, where basically this is the outside and then this is the inside, where it's just basically folded in on itself. And maybe if I'd known better, I would have maybe used some stitch witch or something to really like secure it down. But I didn't, and over time, as you can see, it's already starting to kind of wear, and I haven't even used this frickin' bag. I think I used it once, and then other than that, I kind of just kept it in like the back of my closet because it was just a sewing project, not so much something that I wanted to keep in my wardrobe. But yeah, that is my first Lolita purse I ever made. I really don't think anyone else has done this, but if you have, and I'm not talking about tote bags, I'm talking about like an actual, like, you know, something that's got cardboard in it, like some kind of like stand by itself solid bag. If you have made something like this, even if you're not into Lolita, you just do like, you like J Fashion, or you just like shaped bags, let me know how that turned out for you, because I can't possibly be the only person out there who's done something like this. But then again, I also haven't looked recently. I know at the time when I made it a few years ago, no one else really did this, because otherwise I would have seen a tutorial and it would have made my life a lot easier. But I am curious over the last few years if anyone's done anything like that, so let me know if you've made your own shaped bag and how that turned out for you. Also, let me know if it turned out horrible and terrible like mine did, because I'm currently working on Dark Tales of Lolita Volume 2. I like to hear people's horror stories, even if the horror is just that something didn't come out well when you were sewing it. Even if it's not like a real, like, dramatic horror, I still think those are pretty funny. So yeah, show me your creations, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a darling day.